A man in Montreal got ticketed for preaching the gospel on the street corner. You would think that the cops would have something better to do. And when I saw this video, there was like 13 or 14 cops that came up just on this one guy for speaking on the street corner, just on this one guy. Um, but I already know that if somebody were to talk about something else, we all know the we'll just say we'll say the LG community. Um, if somebody was to go out there preaching LG to everybody on the street corner, nobody would care. But the minute that somebody starts preaching Christianity on the street corner, everybody starts getting their panties in a bunch. Everybody starts getting mad and upset and get out of here. We don't want you here. You're causing a public disturbance. But meanwhile, you can have a whole parade of something that is almost practically being forced on our kids, and nobody does a thing about it. So it's like, it sucks because it's either you do what we do, you think how we think, or you get canceled and you get up out of here. And Maz, get the goofies up out of here, man. Get up out of here. Yep. Get up out of here, fool. Bye bye. Bye bye. But it's funny because they really be thinking that they be doing something. But it's like you got to think the way they think, do the things they do, and be the same way that they are. Otherwise, you get canceled and you get arrested or you get a ticket or whatever the case may be. And it's just like it's funny because y'all preach acceptance and all this other bull crap, but whenever it comes down to it, you don't want to accept other people for how they are. Um, and to me, it's just like, dude, practice what you preach. If you're preaching acceptance, accept other people. You're over here pushing your bullcrap beliefs on other people. Um, and we're not even trying to push our beliefs on people. We're just trying to let people know that, you know, what we believe and how we believe that you can be saved. And if you don't want to believe that way, cool. We don't shove it down your throats like some people do with certain things. So it's just like it's the hypocrisy that is goofy to me that I can't stand. When I see people holding certain shows, we'll say certain shows that start with DRAG shows for kids, literally for kids in Orlando, Florida. Um, parents are bringing their kids to these type of things. Um, but you can't even talk about Christianity on a street corner without getting mobbed. And it's just like, yo, what happened to acceptance? What happened to freedom of speech? What happened to everybody's right to their own religion? What happened to everybody's freedom of religion, freedom of worship? If that's not what you believe, cool, but don't chase me out because that is what I believe. That's what I feel like. I see that a lot. That's not what I feel like. That's what I see is a lot. I remember one time my coworker was like, he was getting mad because he's like he saw a news report or a video or something about them saying a prayer in a city council building or whatever, and he was getting mad, and he was like, "So can I go in there and say a satanic prayer or whatever like that?" He's like, "It's bullcrap, and this and that. There needs to be a separation of state and church and all this other stuff. Um, and he's blaming Christianity for all these different things. He said that Christianity is the reason why we're not as techno how can I say it? He said that Christianity is the reason why we are not as advanced in technology. There we go. He said that Christianity is the reason why we are not as advanced in technology as we should be today. And it's just like, dude, now you just sound like a fool. He talks about how they went and destroyed all the different things that we had way back when, the different scrolls and stuff like that that had different writings about old technology that we could have used to improve technology. It's like, dude, you sound like a fool, you know. But I told him, I said, that's the same way. He said, I said, but it's the same thing as, I can't go out in the street corner and preach Christianity without getting mobbed, but you can go out here and preach this other stuff, and everybody will agree with you, you know. So it's like it can't be one way or the other, It's got to be a two-way road. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be because people hate the truth. And honestly, when somebody asked me, You know, how do you know that Christianity is the truth or whatever the case may be? Look at it this way, right? Look at it this way. Of all the religions in the world, right? You have the Islamic religion, you have Hindu, Catholic, you got all these different things, you know, but none of them are nearly as hated as much as Christianity. None of them, you know. So if Christianity is fake, why is it so hated? Why is it so hated? Why isn't the Islam religion hated as much as Christianity? Why isn't Hinduism hated as much as Christianity? Why isn't Buddhism hated as much as Christianity? And I'll tell you how the reason why is because those religions aren't, you know, they're not on the same level as Christianity, I'll say, you know. But hey, like I said, man, y'all want to believe what y'all want to believe. That's cool. I'm just letting y'all know the truth, you know. That's how I see it. You know, it's not those other religions aren't as hated nearly as much as Christianity is. But at the end of the day, people are gonna believe what they want to believe, and that's cool, you know. Like I said, I'm just here to tell y'all how it is. And if y'all want to continue to believe what you want to believe, that's fine too, you know. At least the least I can say is that I warned you. You know, I told you. I would rather be safe than sorry. You know, going into the afterlife, I would rather believe that there is something there and there not be something when I go into the afterlife than not believing something being there and there is something being there when I go into the afterlife. You know, so that's just how it is for me. Y'all can believe whatever you believe. It don't matter to me. Yeah, man, that's what I want to speak about on this episode, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end the topic right there.